Are we live? It looks like we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Pop Culture Asylum. I'm your host, Gabriel. I hope everyone had a great day today. I definitely did, and I hope everyone who is watching this video is also having a great day as well. And it's Wednesday. You know what that means. AEW Dynamite was tonight, and holy shit. Remember last week when I said that AEW Dynamite was kind of a mess show, a kind of a mess show to start off 2022? Well, AEW rebounded with a perfect show. Absolutely perfect from top to bottom. Literally, this entire show tonight is everything that I love about professional wrestling. And it boggles my mind. It literally boggles my mind that so many people are on social media is calling this like a mid episode. I see some people say that it's like a bad or boring episode. Like, what? What? What the fuck are you guys watching? Now, I know everyone is entitled to their opinion, and I truly believe that, but I completely disagree with everyone online saying that it was a mid episode or like a bad episode. This was without a doubt a perfect episode of Dynamite. This episode of Dynamite perfectly encapsulates everything of what makes AEW and just professional wrestling as a whole great in the first place. Great matches. The storytelling was just out of this world tonight. And just everything being planted for the future. Like, this was such a perfect episode. And I cannot wait to talk about. So much stuff has happened. I literally cannot wait to talk about. This episode was so fucking good. So fucking good. Literally, legit. I only got one thing to complain about. That's about it. And it's something so tiny, so small, but I'll get to it later. But honestly, this was just a perfect episode tonight. All the matches were fucking amazing tonight. All the matches were amazing tonight. Even the matches that were like, man, they were good matches. I cannot wait to talk about it. This episode of Dynamite tonight was so fucking good. They have definitely rebounded from last week's show. I am so excited to talk about tonight. But before we talk about AEW Dynamite, this is the part of the video where we talk about the stuff that is happening in professional wrestling today or the last couple of days. So we got 3 pieces of news. I'm going to start from the smallest one and go to the biggest one. And I'm going to read this from all the articles. 2 of them is from WrestlingInc.com, and the other one is from SportsIllustrated.com. And all the articles that I'm about to read, the link is in the description. So if you guys want to read the articles for yourself, once again, the link is in the description. So let's start off with the first piece of news, and that is involving Corey Graves. And he is apparently cleared to return to the squared circle. I'm reading this from WrestlingInc.com. Here's what it has to say. Corey Graves was reportedly cleared to return to in-ring action at some point in 2020. A new report from Fightful Select notes that sources close to Graves claimed that he was actually cleared by WWE doctors at some point in the last year or so. WWE would not confirm the report, so it was largely based on behind-the-scenes discussions. Graves briefly won the 24/7 title on November 8, 2021 episode of Raw, despite previously being on a strict internal no-contact list. It has now been confirmed that Graves was no longer on that list when he won the 24/7 title. There's been several internal pitches made for Graves, but it remains to be seen if those were from WWE Creative or just Graves himself. It was noted that none of his pitches for Graves had made it through Creative. One source close to WWE Creative said that they were not aware of Graves being cleared and confirmed that he was off the no contact list. After the run in the Indies, Graves signed a WWE developmental deal in August of 2011. He suffered 2 concussions in late 2013 and early 2014, then announced his in-ring retirement in December 2014. Graves has been a member of the WWE NXT and main roster announced teams since then. Graves spoke about wanting to come out of retirement during the April 2020 podcast after being inspired by the WWE 24 documentary on WWE Hall of Famer Edge. In May 2020, he then stepped into the ring to train for the first time since retiring with his brother San Adonis, which you can see in a tweet below. Graves fueled the rumor milled again back in July 2021 when he tweeted, "I was put on this earth to do something. What I am doing is not it." He then tweeted about wanting to wrestle again in late November 2021. As noted at this link, Graves started earlier this month and wanted to declare his spot in the 2022 Men's Royal Rumble match. There's no word on if WWE allows Graves to return to the ring, but we will keep you updated. You can see the aforementioned tweets below. And again, if you guys want to see the tweets, if you guys want to read the article for yourself, the link is in the description. And I just want to say, good for Corey Graves. Good for Corey Graves. Like, Corey Graves, if you guys are not familiar, he is very good in the ring. He's very good in the ring. If you watch NXT back in 2013, 2014, then you know he's good. He's a former NXT Tag Team Champion with the former Neville, which is now currently Pac. So he is a former champion in WWE, specifically NXT, and he was actually really good. And the fact that he's cleared, it's amazing. Like, all these wrestlers who were hurt a long time ago are slowly coming back. Edge, Daniel Bryan, Christian Cage, Corey Graves. I think Paige it is clear from her injury, and she might return to pro wrestling. She has teased that she might come back to professional wrestling, which I think would be really, really cool. And to be like considering that WWE is lacking in roster right now, like the rosters are extremely slim right now. WWE could use somebody like Corey Graves. Like, Corey Graves is just fucking amazing, man. Like, I won't say he's like the most amazing wrestler ever, but like he's really good. He's really good, and he had a lot of potential. But of course, that was short-lived because he got those injuries, unfortunately. But the fact that he's all clear and ready to go, I say give Corey Graves another shot. Now, my only worry is the way WWE would handle the situation. Like, let's talk about hypothetical. If WWE allows Corey Graves to wrestle again, let's be honest, he's going to be booked like shit, like 90% of the WWE roster is right now. He's going to be booked like shit. Okay? But at the same time, I can also see, even though Corey Graves is cleared to wrestle again, and apparently he's been cleared for like about 2 years now. Okay, you would think that WWE will allow him to wrestle again. Clearly, that's not the case. So, like, I think despite him being cleared, it could be possible that WWE might not even let Corey Graves wrestle again. So does that mean Corey Graves might leave WWE? This is definitely an interesting situation. But all I can say is good for Corey Graves, man. Really, good for Corey Graves. Like, welcome back to professional wrestling. I'm glad that he's clear. And he's a man with a lot of potential. Like, this, Corey Graves is a very intriguing character. He's already an intriguing character as a commentator. Imagine him as a wrestler. Like, this man has potential. Okay? Ooh, I can see like a power couple, because Corey Graves is currently with Carmella right now. We can see like a couple, like Corey Graves dominated the United States Championship scene with Carmella. That would be dope. That would be really fucking dope. Okay, but yeah, I'm very happy for Corey Graves, man. I'm very happy, and hopefully we can see what he can truly do in professional wrestling. So yeah, I'm very happy for Corey Graves. Very happy for him. Awesome stuff. Now, the next piece of news I want to talk about is involving Warlow. Now, apparently, WWE is impressed and wants several AEW superstars. First, AEW wrestlers. First, they're interested in MJF. Now they're also interested in Warlow, which I'm not surprised because Vince McMahon has a fetish for big meaty men. But yeah, so apparently WWE is very interested in Warlow. And of course, this is another article I'm reading from WrestlingInc.com. Here's what it has to say. AEW star Warlow reportedly had several admirers within WWE. It was noted by WrestleVotes that WWE will likely have a major interest in luring Warlow away from AEW when his contract is due, as there are several people within WWE who loves his potential. Good luck with that. Warlow signed with AEW in August 2019 after a few years on the Indies. He has been the muscle for the Pinnacle and MJF since then. Warlow will have his biggest singles match yet during tonight's AEW Dynamite episode when he goes up against CM Punk, which was an amazing match, and I cannot wait to talk about that in a little bit because that was actually an awesome match. There was no word on when Warlow's contract will expire, but we will keep you updated. In an interview towards the end of last year, Warlow had the following to say about his future with AEW. I think we got a bigger year coming in 22. 21 saw Warlow in high-profile, high-pressure matchups. You don't see me every week, but when you do see me, it's usually something special. Now, as we end the year, you have been seeing me a little more, and I think we're going to continue seeing more of me. That is why I say 2022, I think we have a lot more to come. In regards to his future with MJF, Warlow was much coyer, I think that's how you say that. MJF and I, we strictly have a business relationship. That's always ever been, and that has always ever be. However, the contract isn't forever. The way he treats people, we will see what the future holds for that. With Warlow finally hitting high notes with the Powerbomb Symphony on Wednesday night, fans have begun to speculate how far AEW could be willing to go with him. This is a thought he has obviously pondered himself. If you're in the business, you want the championship, he claimed. That's the elite. That's the top of the mountain, is to hold the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. If there's a TNT title picture on the way there, excellent. If there's an opportunity for a tag team title, excellent. I would prefer to, throughout my career, hold every title in this company. So yeah, this is very interesting. And yeah, okay. I believe that anything can happen in professional wrestling. I really believe that anything can happen in professional wrestling. Edge and CM Punk made their returns, okay, in the span of 2 years. Okay, 2 returns that we never thought we would get to see again, but we did. Okay, Edge and CM Punk. Okay, if they can fucking return, then anything could happen in professional wrestling. So, could Warlow go to WWE one day? I can see it. Personally, I can see it, but yeah, as of right now, I don't see Warlow leaving anytime soon. AEW is treating Warlow like an absolute star. Okay, he is on his way to being one of the biggest stars in the company. Why would he now risk all of that just to go to a company where is no guarantee that he will succeed? Okay, not to mention that they have so many fucking restrictions in WWE. And also, just because you're a big man doesn't mean that you're going to succeed at WWE. Just look at Keith Lee. Look at Karrion Kross. Look at Bronson Reed. Look at EC3. Okay, so there's no guarantee that Warlow is coming to WWE. And I hope Warlow doesn't go to WWE right now. WWE is a fucking shit show. Okay? And Warlow going to WWE in the state that it is right now would be career suicide. It would be career suicide. Okay? Warlow should be sane, and Warlow as of right now is sane. Okay? Warlow is smarter than that. Okay? Warlow is seeing that AEW is treating this guy like a big fucking deal. Okay? Like I said, he is on his way to being one of the biggest stars in the company. Okay? He is in an incredible spot right now. Okay? So I don't see Warlow abandoning that spot anytime soon. And I think as long as AEW stays around and like keeps their shit together, then like he said, Warlow is an AEW lifer. Okay, now again, that can change. Okay, Sting said that he was a WCW lifer, and after all these years, Sting finally made his return to WWE. So, like I said, anything is possible in professional wrestling. But as of right now, I just don't see Warlow going to WWE. And like again, he's being treated like a big fucking deal, and he is on his way to becoming a big star in the company. One of the biggest stars in the company. Okay, I don't see Warlow abandoning that. He's smarter than that. Okay, and him, if Warlow does go to WWE in the state that it is right now, again, it would be career suicide. Okay, Warlow is perfectly fine where he is in AEW, and again, he's being treated like a big deal. He's on his way to becoming one of the biggest stars in the company. I would argue that he's one of the biggest stars in the company right now. Okay? Like AEW has done such a great job building Warlow up. Okay? I can see him being a world champion in a couple of years. Okay? Trust me. Like Warlow, he ain't going anywhere. As of right now, he ain't going fucking anywhere. Okay? There's that. And one more piece of news I want to talk about before we talk about AEW Dynamite is this is a pretty big one. Major League Wrestling is suing WWE. This is an actual thing. MLW is actually suing WWE. Okay, this is from Sports Illustrated. Again, the link is in the description. You want to read the article for yourself. Here's what it has to say. An antitrust lawsuit has been filed against WWE by a competing professional wrestling promotion. Major League Wrestling issued a press release on Tuesday night announcing that it has filed an antitrust lawsuit against WWE, citing WWE's ongoing attempts to undermine competition in and monopolize the professional wrestling market by interfering with MLW's contracts and business prospects. The lawsuit accused WWE of pressuring third parties to abandon contracts and potential relationships with MLW, a pair of business deals that MLW claims WWE interfered with are mentioned in the lawsuit. MLW claims that WWE nixed a deal that MLW has signed with streaming platform Tubi that would have been transformative for the promotion. Tubi is owned by Fox, which is one of WWE's television partners. WWE SmackDown airs on Fox every Friday. It was also alleged that WWE attempted to derail a relationship between MLW and Vice TV. MLW claims that after it announced that it was in talks for MLW programming to air on Vice TV, a then WWE executive warned Vice TV that WWE owner Vince McMahon was pissed that Vice TV was airing MLW programs and that Vice TV should stop working for MLW. The Vice TV executive responded by saying that WWE's conduct was illegal and an antitrust violation, but the WWE executives say that they couldn't control McMahon. MLW aired a 1-hour Fightland special on Vice TV last October. Archival MLW contract that's also previously aired on the station. WWE has been wrongfully depriving its competitors of critical opportunities for many years, but its latest content has been even more unconscionable, said MLW CEO Cord Bearer. I think we speak for the rest of the professional wrestling world when we say that this anti-competitive behavior has to stop. WWE issued the following statement regarding the lawsuit. WWE believes these claims have no merit and intends to vigorously defend itself against them. MLW is being represented by Casowitz Benson Torres. MLW first exists as an independent wrestling promotion from 2002 to 2004. It was then revised in 2017 with programming currently airing on YouTube, Fight TV, and beIN Sports. And that's all it's got to say. This is extremely interesting. Extremely interesting. But you know what? I'm not surprised. First of all, right? This is MLW, right? MLW is a fairly smaller promotion than WWE, but MLW is going out of its way, like using a good amount of their money, even though they're a small promotion, to sue WWE. Okay, and like WWE really done a lot of fucked up things, which they said in this article, to really have MLW try to sue WWE. Like, these are some very interesting claims by MLW, saying that they interfered in MLW's like talks with like TV networks and like streaming services. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if WWE ended up doing this, because if you guys know WWE, they have done scummy shit in the past. They really have. They have done extremely scummy shit. Okay? But the only reason they got away with some of that stuff because they're a gigantic corporation and they have like great lawyers and they got lots and lots of money. Okay? If they didn't have that, then they probably would have got away with all the stuff that they went through, the steroid trial, like WWE apparently like covering up Jimmy Snuka's like murder of his girlfriend. Like, WWE has done a lot of scummy stuff, a lot of scummy and extremely questionable stuff throughout the years. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if WWE did this to MLW, because WWE is a scummy ass company. It really is. Like, I can see Vince McMahon and WWE doing this to a small promotion. Okay? Like, apparently, like, WWE has the nerve to fucking say, where is it? Like, WWE believes these claims have no merit and intends to vigorously defend itself. Claims it has no merit. This is a small MLW promotion. Okay, this is a small wrestling promotion using a good chunk of their money to sue your ass. They must have really good reason to do so. Okay, now, am I saying that WWE did this to MLW? Like, this is fact? No. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this is fucking true. Okay, but again, I wouldn't be surprised if WWE did this, because they have a track record of doing a lot of scummy shit. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if they did this to MLW. Okay, so yeah, this is extremely interesting stuff, and I'm curious on where this goes. I'm curious to see how this plays out. But yeah, very, very interesting stuff. So yeah, that's basically all the news that happened today / the first half of this week. So that's all the news. without further ado, let's talk about AEW Dynamite. Woo! Man, I cannot wait to talk about it. So much happened on this show. I cannot wait to talk about it. Let's do it. So we start off the show with the segment with the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish all comes out. They're saying that they are a dominant faction. And then all of a sudden, the Young Bucks interrupts, saying like we weren't invited to the party because the Young Bucks weren't with Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish initially when they came out to the ring. So the Young Bucks is irritated at Adam Cole and Red Dragon. Like they've been irritated for a little bit. But the other thing is Matt Jackson is back from his COVID leave. Like Matt Jackson and Brandon Cutler have COVID. So I'm very glad that they are okay. Welcome back, Matt Jackson and Brandon Cutler. But yeah, they come out. And again, I love the fact that AEW is like setting the seeds up for these rivalries that is going to happen in the future. Obviously, they're setting up the Young Bucks versus Red Dragon would be a phenomenal matchup in and of itself. But come on, they're setting up the seeds. They're really setting up the Elite versus the Undisputed Era, which I am extremely, extremely excited. But the Young Bucks and Red Dragon go back and forth saying that, oh, I'm the best tag team. No, I'm the best tag team. I'm going after the AEW tag team champion. They just go back and forth. Adam Cole said, I'm trying to keep the beat, saying like, oh, we all have friendly competition. We all have competition, but this makes us stronger. This makes us the most dominant faction in AEW history. So Adam Cole is trying to keep the peace between the Young Bucks and Red Dragon. But then best friends interrupt and they start brawling with the Undisputed Era and the Undisputed Elite. And oh my God, this is so fucking good. Like all this chaos is happening. And it's just Orange Cassidy and Adam Cole in the ring. Adam Cole did the low blow to Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy is down. Adam Cole looks like he was going for the last shot to Orange Cassidy, but Chris Sanlander comes face to face with Adam Cole, stopping him from doing the last shot. But then all of a sudden, Brit Baker, Adam Cole's girlfriend and AEW World Champion, comes into the ring, takes down Chris Sanlander, and the Undisputed Elite takes down the best friends. And oh my God, Adam Cole and Britt Baker working together was fucking awesome. Seeing them together was so fucking awesome. And then after that, they all celebrated. Adam Cole and Britt Baker kissed. Oh my God, this was so fucking good. So fucking good. Oh my God. Amazing opening. Awesome surprise when Britt Baker came for the save. Awesome stuff. And I have been an advocate for Britt Baker joining the Undisputed Era. Imagine that. Britt Baker joining his boyfriend Adam Cole and joining the Undisputed Era. Yo! I hope this happens, bro. This was such an awesome start. To Dynamite. After that, we got CM Punk versus Warlow, which I thought was an amazing matchup. An amazing old school matchup. MJF was in ringside. Warlow was basically dominating most of this matchup. Like, oh my God. Warlow, bro, let me tell you something about Warlow. Warlow dominated CM Punk. Punk was struggling. Like, Warlow was showing no mercy. Like, Warlow gave him multiple power bombs. Like, Warlow even power bombed CM Punk through the freaking table. Like, Punk was destroyed at this point. And there was one point in the matchup, and CM Punk is making Warlow look like $1 million. Like I said, AEW is making Warlow Warlow's on his way to becoming one of the biggest stars in AEW. Okay, in the company. Like, my God, this was such good stuff. Like, Warlow, there was a part of the match where Warlow was going to pin CM Punk and beat CM Punk because CM Punk was down for the count. But MJF, and oh my God, the storytelling is so fucking good. MJF, right, said that no, don't pit him, don't beat him, just destroy him. Absolutely destroy him. So instead of pinning him, MJF said to literally destroy CM Punk. So that way he doesn't come back to AEW. So Warlow keeps doing these power bombs out of MJF's command, and it ended up costing Warlow the matchup as CM Punk did a roll up to Warlow, costing Warlow the matchup against CM Punk. CM Punk didn't win against Warlow. He survived Warlow. Okay. And after that, MJF came to the ring. He's pissed. Warlow's pissed. MJF just poking at Warlow. And it looked like Warlow was going to finally beat the living shit out of MJF. But Shawn Spears came to the ring. He stopped Warlow from doing anything, trying to keep the peace. And Warlow just leaves in a rage. MJF doing the same thing. Oh my God, this was so fucking good. The storytelling is top notch. This is the shit I want to see in professional wrestling. This is the shit I want to see in professional wrestling. This is so fucking good. So fucking good. Oh my God. Like, this matchup made Warlow look like $1,000,000. Like, continuing the rivalry between Punk and MJF, teaching a rivalry between Warlow and MJF. And oh my God, so good. So fucking good. I don't know how anyone could fucking hate this, bro. This was so good. So fucking good. What? Oh my God. Amazing opening matchup to start off Dynamite. Awesome stuff. But we're not even done. Okay, next up, we got Dante Martin versus Will Hobbs, which was another great matchup between both of these men. Great showcase match. Dante Martin, like, Will Hobbs, again, was dominating for most of this match. Though Dante Martin, unlike CM Punk, Dante Martin was getting a little more shots in against Will Hobbs. Both men looked absolutely great. Both men look like $1,000,000 in this matchup. And in the end of the matchup, it looked like while Will Hobbs was distracting the referee, freaking Ricky Starks was going to attack Dante Martin. But then Jay Lethal appeared. Jay Lethal from out of nowhere. Remember him? He stops Ricky Starks, takes down Ricky Starks, helping out Dante Martin, giving Dante Martin the win against Will Hobbs. So it looks like Jay Lethal and Dante Martin have a little bit of alliance. I can't hate on that. Awesome stuff. Great matchup by both Dante Martin and Will Hobbs. After that, we get an interview with the Inner Circle, and Eddie Kingston interrupts, and we get this amazing back and forth between Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho. Yo, I am loving this program between Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho. I am loving this program. This is so fucking good. The back and forth were like amazing between these two. Looks like these two men were about to beat the shit out of each other. And then Santana trying to keep the peace, saying like, bro, can you guys just calm the fuck down? Your egos are just absolutely insane. I'm out this bitch. Okay. And Santana just leaves. Okay. And Eddie Kingston is like, Ortiz, come on, back me up here. And he leaves. And then Jake Hager also leaves. And then Chris Jericho and Eddie Kingston goes back to arguing. And oh my God, this was so good. This was so fucking good. And Jericho said that he was going to be at ringside supporting Sammy Guevara. And if 2.0 interferes, then I'm going to kick their ass. And Kingston, you're allowed to come to ringside too. If you want 2.0, then fine by me. But if you get in my way, I will kick your ass as well. And Eddie Kingston was not a bro. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is the shit I want in professional wrestling. This was so fucking good. This was so good. This was so good. So great stuff there. After that, MJF comes out. He is angry. He is obsessed to make Punk lose. So again, he's teasing the fans. He's teasing about like, you want the match? You want the match between me and CM Punk? You want it? You got it. Next week, it will be CM Punk versus Shawn Spears. So again, MJF ducking CM Punk once again, but it looks like we're going to get CM Punk versus Shawn Spears next week, which is going to be a great matchup. Cannot wait for that. After that, we got the Undisputed Elite promo with Adam Cole, Britt Baker, the Young Bucks, and Red Dragon. And Adam Cole and Britt Baker challenge Orange Cassidy and Chris Sanlander to a mixed tag team match next week on Dynamite. So we're gonna get the first ever mixed tag team match in AEW history. This match is going to be amazing. I cannot wait to see it. Cole and Baker versus Cassidy and Sanlander next week on Dynamite. Cannot wait for that. It's going to be great stuff. After that, we got Hangman Adam Page coming out. Great promo by him. All of a sudden, Dan Lambert interrupts, talks shit about Hangman Page and Hangman Page's gimmick. But then all of a sudden, by the way, great exchange between Adam Page and Dan Lambert. I fucking love Dan Lambert. Dan Lambert is fucking awesome. I love Dan Lambert. Dan Lambert is awesome. And then after that, Lance Archer makes his return, and it looks like he was going to attack Dan Lambert, but instead he attacked Hangman Adam Page, and he did his finisher onto Hangman Adam Page onto a chair. Lance Archer is back, and he wants the AEW World Championship. Oh my God, yes! Oh my God, yes! This is so fucking good! So good. Hangman Adam Page. So it looks like we're going to get Adam Page versus Lance Archer for the AEW World title, either at Beach Break or maybe Revolution. But I think this is going to be a great match, and I think this is going to be an interesting program between Adam Page and Lance Archer. But welcome back, Archer, and I cannot wait for this program between these two. Oh my God, awesome stuff. After that, we get an interview with Arn Anderson and Lee Johnson and Brock Anderson. They get interviewed by Tony Schiavone. All of a sudden, FTR interrupts, and FTR challenge Lee Johnson and Brock Anderson in a tag team matchup next week on Dynamite. So we're definitely going to get that next week on Dynamite. That's going to be a really good matchup. And then we saw the face-to-face once again between Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard. Oh my God, so fucking good. It was so good. I don't know why anyone would hate it. What the fuck were you guys watching? For all the people that said that Dynamite was made or a bad show, what the fuck you guys were watching? What the fuck were you guys watching? Explain to me. Were you watching some like shitty YouTube video or something? Like, bro, this is such great stuff, man. Like, bro, this is so good. So fucking good. After that, we get a vignette of Jade Cargill, the new TBS champion. Basically saying that she's that bitch and she's going to dominate the entire women's division. Again, I hope she improves. I hope she's improved. I said last week that Jade Cargill was not ready to be TBS champion, but unfortunately, she is now TBS champion. So all I can say and all I can pray for is that Jade Cargill finally steps up and really improve, because you are now a champion now. You are now a champion in AEW. People expect your promos to get better and your wrestling ability to get better. Okay? So hopefully Jade Cargill, which I know she's doing, because I have been seeing a lot of improvement from her. So, but not a lot of improvement, but a good amount of improvement. So hopefully Jade Cargill I want to see a lot more improvement from her in 2022. And since she's a champion, I expect a lot more from Jade Cargill. But I know she works extremely hard. I'm not taking that away from her. She may not be perfect right now, but I know damn well she works extremely hard. Okay, but keep in mind, Jade, you're a champion now. I expect a lot more from you in 2022. Okay? So after that, we get Hikaru Shida versus Serena Deeb, which was so fucking good. So fucking good. So good. So fucking good. So Shida comes out. She gets attacked by Serena Deeb. Deeb just beats the shit out of her, like breaking, literally trying to shatter her freaking leg. Like Deeb, like destroys Shida knee even before the match started. Then once the bell rang, Shida, like Deeb just fucking destroyed Shida, went after her leg, just freaking shattered her leg. And then after that did a Boston Crab, like destroying her freaking knee. Like Deeb came on a mission. Like she wanted to end Shida's career. Like she was fucking incensed, bro. Like this was amazing. And then after the matchup, like Deeb just like and this matchup ended because by referee stoppage, the referee wanted to stop the matchup because he didn't want Serena Deeb to like get injured. So I really love the storytelling of that. And then Deeb just beats the shit out of Hikaru Shida's knee even more with the kendo stick. Referees coming out trying to take Deeb away from Shida. And then we see some AEW ladies like Anna Jay, Ty Conti, Sky Blue trying to separate Deeb from Hikaru. Oh my god, this is so fucking good. So fucking good. Oh, yes. Oh, this is the type of stuff I want to see in professional wrestling. So fucking good. So, oh. If you guys have not seen Dynamite tonight, go out of your way to do so. Go out of your way to do so. This was so good. This was good. Okay. And like, I don't know how this like rivalry ends, but I hope it ends in either a submission match or this ends in an Iron Woman match. The first ever Iron Woman matchup between Hikaru Shida and Serena Deeb. Matter of fact, let it happen at Revolution. I want this matchup to happen at Revolution. Now, I know I'm a bit biased because I'm going to AEW Revolution live. I'm going to be there live, which I am extremely excited. But I would love to see like a 30-minute Iron Woman matchup between Hikaru Shida and Serena Deeb to end this rivalry. Like, bro. Oh, so good. So fucking good. So fucking good. Awesome, awesome stuff. After that, we get an interview with Jurassic Express. John Silver and Alex Reynolds interrupt. And of course, it was Silver and Reynolds wanted a matchup against Jurassic Express since they're like in the top 5 tag team in the rankings. So Jurassic Express agrees, and this Friday on Rampage, we're going to get Jurassic Express versus John Silver and Alex Reynolds, which is going to be a great matchup. I cannot wait for that. Rampage on Friday is going to be good. Oh my God, so good. So good. After that, we get Pentagon Jr. versus Matt Hardy. This was a really good matchup between the two. Pentagon Jr., Cero Miedo defeated Matt Hardy. He got deleted. Great stuff. Good matchup between both of these men. After that, Pentagon Jr. wanted to call out Malachi Black, and freaking Black was beating the shit out of Pentagon Jr., but the Varsity Blondes came for the save. It was a 3-on-1 with Pentagon, Give Garrison, Brian Pillman Jr. all beating the shit out of Malachi. But then they all stopped. Malachi said 1, 2, 3, pointing at all 3 of these men. The lights went out, and then all of a sudden, Brody fucking King is finally all elite, and he destroyed everyone. He destroyed Give Garrison. He destroyed Brian Pillman Jr. He destroyed Pentagon Jr. And Malachi Black and Brody King stand tall. Brody King is finally all elite. Oh my god, so good. So good. The House of Black are going to be a force to be reckoned with in AEW. I cannot wait. Brody King is officially elite. Awesome, awesome stuff. After that, we get an interview. Tony Schiavone once again as he interviews Chris Sanlander, Red Velvet, and Layla Hirsch. Now they will be in action this Friday on Rampage as those three go against Nyla Rose, Penelope Ford, and the Bunny. And it looks like these two ladies still have some hate between each other, between Chris Sanlander and Layla Hirsch, because when Chris Sanlander was talking about the mixed tag team matchup next week as she teams up with Cassidy against Britt Baker and Adam Cole, Layla, more than their trios matchup this Friday, Layla Hirsch saying like, oh, like you should be talking about this trios match this Friday. You should be focusing on this trios match. Okay, you are so like, I can't think of the word. Like you are so greedy. Okay, and Chris Sadlander said, like, do you have a problem with that? Okay, we can go right now. But then Red Velvet trying to keep the peace. A lot of people trying to keep the peace tonight. Okay, saying like, ladies, calm the fuck down. We got a trios match this Friday. Okay, we all need to be on the same page. So Chris Sadlander and Layla Hirsch agrees. But again, looks like there's some more dissension going on between Chris Sadlander and Layla Hirsch. I love little details like that. After that, we get the Acclaim. Everybody loves. Oh, sorry, the Acclaimed. I love the Acclaim. Awesome stuff. This was a good match between the Acclaim. They went against Bear Country. Again, good matchup by both of these teams. Great showcase matchup for Bear Country. Great stuff. The Acclaim wins the matchup. After that, Darby Allin and Sting comes out. And they absolutely destroyed the Acclaim. They fucking demolished the Acclaimed. Okay. Like, this is very good stuff. Very, very awesome stuff. After that, we get a vignette from Pac, which we haven't seen in a while ever since Malachi Black took him out. And he is blind. Like, both eyes. He's blind. Okay, so he's wearing like this, covering on both eyes. And he's basically fucking Daredevil. He's Daredevil right now, which is really cool. Like, bro, this is so fucking awesome. And like, what's very interesting is saying like ever since I've been blind, like I can clearly see. Like I see everything. And like Pac was holding a card saying justice. And it looked like one of those. It looked like one of those cards that Malachi Black has. So is Pac teasing joining the House of Black because he had what it looked like one of those Malachi Black cards saying justice? Like, so could Pac be joining the House of Black? Like, bro, like, yo, so good. So fucking good. After that, this is the part of the video where we go over the stuff that is happening on Rampage this Friday and Dynamite next week. Here's what is happening. Let's start off with Rampage this Friday. On Friday, we're going to get Adam Cole versus Trent Beretta. We're going to get Chris Sadlander, Red Velvet, and Layla Hirsch against Nyla Rose, Penelope Ford, and the Bunny. We're going to get a first look of the rivalry between Thunder Rosa and Mercedes Martinez. And we're going to have Jurassic Express versus John Silver and Alex Reynolds for the AEW Tag Team Championship. So a fairly stacked card for Rampage this Friday. And for Dynamite next week, we're going to get Adam Cole and Britt Baker versus Chris Sadlander and Orange Cassidy in the first ever mixed tag team match in AEW history. We're also Cody Rhodes makes his return next week, which I would talk about in a sec. CM Punk versus Shawn Spears next week. Serena Deeb versus Sky Blue. Very excited for that one. That's going to be a great women's matchup. And Darby Allin and Sting versus the Acclaim. So like Dynamite next week is fucking stacked, bro. It is stacked. But one thing I want to talk about real quick is Cody Rhodes returning next week. And that's involving the I also forgot FTR versus Lee Johnson and Brock Anderson next week on Dynamite. But let's talk about Cody Rhodes returning to Dynamite next week. Now, I want to talk about the interim TNT championship, right? Obviously, Cody Rhodes was out due to medical reasons. So, Cody Rhodes, even though he's champion, was out during medical reasons. So, while he's away, we have to crown AEW decided to crown a new interim temporary TNT champion, which was won by Sammy Guevara last week. Now, I know a lot of people were against this, but I was initially for this. I don't mind AEW doing this. Sammy Guevara defending his title for the next couple of weeks while Cody Rhodes is the real champ is out. And then once the real champion comes back after a month, then these two would argue to see who is the real champion. And then Sammy Guevara and Cody Rhodes would fight in a rematch to see who is the undisputed TNT champion. Let it play out in the long term. But Cody Rhodes is apparently returning next week. You wouldn't let Cody Rhodes be out for a couple of weeks at least. If the plan the entire time was to bring Cody Rhodes back next week, then why do the interim TNT championship at all? Why even do that? Why even do the interim TNT championship if you were going to have Cody Rhodes return the next week? Sammy Guevara just won the temporary TNT championship last week. He just won it last week and he just defended it tonight. That's it. Now, AEW could still play around. Hey, while you were away, I defended the TNT championship. You haven't. That makes me champion. Okay, not you. But obviously, Cody Rhodes is the real champion because Cody defeated Sammy Guevara. And I can still see that being played out. And I don't mind AEW doing that. I just wish AEW let Cody Rhodes be taken out. Give Cody Rhodes a couple of weeks off. Give him a couple of weeks off. Okay, even if he's cleared from his medical issues, let him relax for the next couple of weeks. Not see him for a month or so while Sammy Guevara is defending the TNT championship every single week. So that way, once Cody Rhodes comes back, Sammy Guevara has a true reason why he is the TNT champion. Because while Cody was away, Sammy Guevara was defending this TNT champion. So he's the true champion, not Cody Rhodes. But Cody Rhodes holding the true TNT championship, saying oh, don't forget who beat you for that title. You're just a temporary replacement. Okay, so I don't mind AEW doing this rivalry. I just think, and AEW can still do this. Okay, I just wish that AEW really let Cody Rhodes not being in Dynamite. I really wish they let it played out a little bit longer. You know what I mean? I wish they really let it played out for a little bit longer because it really undermines the rivalry a little bit. It doesn't make the rivalry bad, but it really undermines it a little bit. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's all I got to say on that. And again, that's my only complaint about this entire show tonight. And that it was so tiny. But yeah, that's my criticism on that. Again, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at what AEW is doing with Guevara and Cody. Matter of fact, I really like it. It's just, again, I really wish Cody Rhodes, I really wish AEW, I really wish Cody Rhodes was out for a longer period of time. Not a week or two. Okay, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's all I got to say on that. Before we get to the main event, we got an interview with Matt Hardy. And Andrade interrupts. And it looks like Andrade wants an alliance with Matt Hardy. That is very interesting. And we could see a tag team match between Darby Allin and Sting versus Matt Hardy and Andrade. So that is very interesting. It looks like they might go in that direction, and that's the case. That is very interesting. And Andrade Matt Hardy alliance, and considering that their gimmicks are very similar, I think that's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. But yeah, good stuff there. After that, we get to the main event. Sammy Guevara versus Daniel Garcia for the interim TNT Championship. Both Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho is at ringside, making sure that 2.0 don't interfere. And this was a great match. This was a great matchup by both of these men. Great stuff. But after a great matchup between both of these men, like both men looked absolutely great in this matchup. But Sammy Guevara picks up the victory over Daniel Garcia. After that, 2.0 attacks Chris Jericho and Eddie Kingston and attacks Sammy Guevara. But then Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho comes in for the save, takes out 2.0. But then Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho going at it once again, pushing each other because saying that they don't need each other's help. Like their egos are really getting in the way of one another, and it looks like they were going to fight. It looks like they were ready to go. Like, bro, I would absolutely like this Eddie Kingston Chris Jericho rivalry is absolutely phenomenal. I love what AEW is doing with Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho, and I cannot wait for the matchup because come on, it's coming. It's freaking coming between Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho. Very, very excited for that. That is going to be a great matchup in my opinion. I love what AEW is doing with this Eddie Kingston Chris Jericho rivalry, and that is how they ended the show. And my God, man, I don't understand how anyone can hate this show tonight. Like some people saying that it's a mid show tonight, or some people saying that it was a bad show tonight. Again, what the fuck are you watching? Honestly, like again, you're entitled to your own opinion. I'm not gonna. Why though? Why do you have that opinion? Like this tonight's show is everything right about professional wrestling. The storytelling, the amazing matches, the teases to future rivalries. This episode was absolutely perfect. AEW hit a home fucking run. Awesome episode. This was absolutely perfect, in my opinion. Absolutely a perfect episode of AEW Dynamite. But I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. What do you guys think about AEW Dynamite tonight? Did you guys like it? Did you guys not like it? Was there something specifically you like? Was there something specifically you hate? I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. But thank you so much for watching. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. I really appreciate you guys taking your time out of your night to watch this review. I know there's a lot of people in the IWC watching, like Just Alex, JD, Solomon, which are all great content creators. But the fact that some of you, like even watching a few minutes of my stream, I really appreciate it. I really do, man. I really do. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys like this video, make sure you leave a like, make sure you leave a comment. And if you guys like the content that I make, make sure you subscribe and leave the notification bell so that way you don't miss any of my videos. But until next time, this is Gabriel, and I'll see you next time in the Asylum. Have a nice night, everyone.